Hello. Look at that on top of my head. Hi, my molies. Moles out the hole. Captioned Tabby. Oh, thank you, Josh, for five moles. Stop the hole. Joshu, arigato. So I set this up for the collab tomorrow, but I don't know if it's gonna capture... Oh! I don't know if it's gonna capture her voice, cause right now it's only doing my voice, and I don't know if it's gonna work with both our voices. But yeah. Isn't this fun? Okay, shush. So today, what are we talking about today? I don't know how I got this idea, but I was like, oh, it's because I watched this movie called Miss Potter over break, and then it inspired me to become a children's book illustrator. And I was like, should I actually do this? Right now, I'm still in the thinking stage. How was your day? It was a good day. Fun maybe, but it's definitely funny when it misses some words. Okay. Get yourself a bag of big booty holes. Wait, big booty holes. 大きなお尻の穴。Write it down, guys. This thumbnail's too good. Hi, Lulu, isn't it? Quick, I was telling Josh to get me some chocominto before she kills me. Let's go to our desk. How's everybody doing? How was everyone's weekends? You see this on screen because I was kind of obsessing over it over the weekend. Have you guys seen this? These are peepees. What are those? I feel like you would like these, Goose. Yes, the ad, Lulu knows. Okay. I don't know if I can show you the ad, but it goes. It goes. Dun, 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 dun. And then it's like, I forgot. Oh, da 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 beep 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 da 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 beep 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 da 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 beep beep beep. And then it's talking about how you want to eat peanuts with PP. Just look up PP item label, and then you will find the thing I'm talking about. But yeah, I think it's my life goal to own one of these. Which one are you guys vibing with? This is allergy PP. This is one I'm kind of considering. I am afraid I may get the wrong thing. No, they're all good. Anything from this site would be correct. Why are you scared? They're great. Someone said they look like knockoff Furbies, like actual knockoff Furby brands from back in the day. But I kind of like this one. It's inverted cowpea. So there's a regular cowpea. No longer available. Oh, this one. The regular, it's chocolate milk PP. And it's a cow. That's so cursed. Oh! Oh! And reversed, it looks like this, I guess. I'm pretty sure there's a black and white cow PP. I like this one, the skunk, the reverse. And I feel like I would wear these as part of an outfit. So yeah, saving up for my PP funds. Okay, enough PP talk. Off. Let's make a little canvas. So are any of you guys interested in self-publishing? If I told you there's a very, very cheap way, an accessible way to do it. I want A4. A4, please. They are peanuts. I don't think they are. They just eat peanuts. It's supposed to be a criminal, alien criminal, and you have to take it home and keep it safe from the alien police or something. The idea when creating these was, what if God had a midlife crisis and decided to turn everything into platypus? I support this. Support this platypus phase from God. Search for cute PP. Why are you being murdered by an idol? For further information, please check the anime. Oh, I shouldn't say this. That's a spoiler. Because I think she feels threatened by me. Publishing. You guys know how you can self-publish from the comfort of your own home? Yes. We are the interested. Okay, so have you guys heard of Amazon? Have you guys heard of Amazon? Amazon. KDP. I think it stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. Can't spell. Publishing. So, Amazon, on the Amazon site, you can just upload your cover art and manuscript. Of course, you have to make everything, and then you get it formatted correctly. Then you upload it to this, and it takes 1 to 2 weeks, or like 1 to 3 weeks to get be reviewed, and then if everything looks good, then you have yourself a published book and you get your own little ISBN. And it's print on demand or something. So they don't stakes are low because they're not gonna print like a huge batch right off the bat. Is only when people order they'll print one. So if it doesn't do well, you don't have to worry about losing a bunch of money. Is that the one that lets you do print on demand? Yes, physical books. You can do paperback. Okay. You can do digital. Paperback. And hardcover now. But I looked into this. I was like, oh, hardcover, that would be sick. Turns out you need to have 72 pages minimum to make it hardcover. So this is probably out of the question for us. Because we're just gonna test the waters and make something very silly first. Probably. That's what I'm thinking. And paperback, I think the minimum is like 20 something pages. 20 something? Or was it 30 something? 30 something pages. Not sure. Digitals, I don't know. I'm not interested. Why is Tabby making an Amazon 50 Shades? 50 Shades of Tab. Would you guys buy that? So I was thinking to try it out, what should I make? Also, why is this dead? To try and see if it actually works, we should make something that's low commitment fast, right? So I can buy Tabby's book? I would hope so. Have you used Amazon in Hong Kong? It's not really a popular thing in Hong Kong. It's popular even in Japan, but in Hong Kong, it's not really a thing. As long as they ship there, like you have Amazon, you should be able to buy it. Little Red Riding Mole. Any ideas, guys? Little Red Riding Mole. That's pretty good. Maybe like something whimsical, like Tabby's tea party, and then we can have a bunch of moles featured in it. Okay, Little Red Riding Mole and Tabby's tea party, like the Mad Hatters. Haha, because I have a hat. Tabby's tea party. Tabby and Mole. What kind of story is that gonna be? Tabby and Mole. We just sit there for the entire story. I'm Tabby and I'm Mole. Tabby in Wonderland. That sounds difficult to draw. As fun as that would be, I have to shoot that one down. Unfortunately, that sounds like a lot of work to make it wondrous. Or like maybe a story like Who Stole Tabby's Dessert? Something like that. Hello, Soul! You can have moles instead of the rabbit. Too difficult, man. Definitely not a Lilo and Stitch knockoff. Oh, I see. I see where you're going. You could do a bunch of illustrated nursery rhymes or something like that. Those must be public domain. That would be cool. Illustrated nursery rhymes. Tabby through the looking glass. That's too long of a title. Too serious and too long. The Three Musketeers. Wait, I don't know the original story though. I can't do that. The mole who yelled Tabby. Wait, that's kind of funny. The mole who yelled Tabby. It'll be like one of you guys screaming, "Tabby is live!" When in fact I'm not live. During a weekend or something. And then comes a weekend where I'm actually live doing a member stream and then no one shows up because the little mole cried, "Tabby." Uh-oh. Tabby's pajamas. That sounds sus. Too sus. Wait, speaking of sus, did you guys hear about this illustrator? This guy? VTuber news moment? I digress. Tabby and the Dragon Balls. No balls. Three Little Pigs. No. The Tail Heart. I don't know what that is. I have not heard employed. Wait, why are you roasting me? So this guy. Quick breakdown. I feel incredibly inappropriate for bringing this up during my children's book Brainstorm, but here we are. This guy was the artist who drew Aqua, and also the artist who drew Sakana. You guys know who they are? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Edgar Allan Poe that well. Oh shit. So this guy is 40 years old. And a very young girl. He was accused of having relations with a 14-year-old 5 years ago. And he did it by I think going on Twitter and then looking for young girls and then DMing them to invite them to play Splatoon together. And they would keep talking and then they would meet in person and then they would do whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. The craziest part is that when at the time where he did that, it was still legal in Japan. That is part of the craziness too. So he did that and then he ditched this young girl. And nothing happened for about 3 years. This girl is 17 now. And she made a new account. It was like, let's see what would happen if I made a new account. And lo and behold, this guy shows up again in her DMs, asking to play Splatoon. Exact same strat. And they met up again, and then, you know, they did the thing again. Okay, meanwhile, all of this is happening while she was 14 as well. Meanwhile, this guy had a wife and a child who was in primary school. And on top of that, a girlfriend. And the girlfriend knew about this. Yeah, so this girl is 17, same girl, different hair color, meets up with this 40-year-old, somehow gets away with it. It's like a real life anime. Like, he doesn't recognize her because she changed her hair color. It's kind of crazy. And same thing happens again. He ditches her after doing the stuff. And she is super disgruntled and went on famous expose live streamer, and then exposed him and ruined his life, which he deserves probably. But yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's crazy. She is my age as well. That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. So yeah, so Sakana is... Oh, and apparently this young girl was present when this guy was having meetings with Sakana. And then she now knows things about Sakana. She knows private information about Sakana. Okay. That's over. It's over. Back to innocent children's book, thinking of brainstorming. Yeah. So yeah. If you follow him, it's time to unfollow. Okay. Illustrated nursery rhymes is kind of good, but then I kind of feel like drawing little moles as well. I feel like Tea Party is very flexible, and there are lots of foods I can draw. This is funny though. Let's doodle some ideas. So yeah, after knowing that you can self-publish, any of you guys want to do it with me? Hello Matt. Are you the sick Matt? Hi Beatles. I am the sick Matt. I'm praying for you, the sick Matt. Let me know if I should turn off the captions. Tabby, don't watch. The Little Red Riding Mole. I think I would have to draw the mole's semi-realistic style. The caption turned itself off? I think it's because there's a limit and then you have to pay. Does it overlap? Well, I might turn it off anyway, since it's not relevant to the stream. I might turn it on if Katsuda Tamaru-san shows up. That would be fun. But I feel like I want to make something that would make sense to just regular Amazon shoppers. What if some random lady buys it for her child and then, oh, this is a nice... This must be a nice book about a mole and a cat. And then she reads it with her child and is like, what does she mean by streaming? Why is the mole yelling, Tabby is streaming? What is streaming? That would be interesting. I don't want to corrupt these children too early on. And then the child grows up to be a streamer. Can't have that. There's a little riding mole. So, I looked at my favorite illustrator, Beatrix Potter's books, and I counted the amount of illustrations in one of her books, and it's about 30 spot illustrations, so like little ones. I think that would be quite challenging for me because I have trouble with keeping the momentum up. But at least it's something I'm familiar with, which is illustration, rather than making a game or something. Ooh, you could make the hat? You could make the hat like my hat. Yeah. I just wanna try. Do you guys think I should do it? Do you think the prospects are good, or I should not do it and just stream? Tabby, do a fucking donathon. What are you doing? What are you doing? Making children's book. That's not how you make a living. Just kidding. I have offended all children's book writers now. You can be successful doing it. Not the most lucrative thing. A lot of effort. Was it? Indoctrinate children to watching VTubers. Yeah, I'll put a QR code of my YouTube page at the end of the book. In Turkish, we have saying, the tree is bent when it's young. Oh no, are we all bent trees? It's okay, bent trees can still fruit. Children tune in from Tuesday to Thursday on Tabby Ragton's channel. Oh, I'm scared. No, but no, E-Black, no, stop. And the saying in Spanish is, you can't correct a tree once bent. Just be bent. Just stay bent. Honestly, bendy trees are more aesthetic, aren't they? What's wrong with a bendy tree, anyway? Like, bonsais are all bent. That's not the point, but... A little red riding mole. The red riding mole. What did you guys do over the weekend? I did a lot last weekend. I did so much that I was even considering making a Tabby's Diary channel on Discord so I can show you guys pictures. So every time I have to show you guys pictures on stream, I have to put it on, what's it, Google Drive, and it's so annoying. So I might make a page so I can share photos with you guys easily. And I have not set it up yet. Little Red Riding Mole. Tabby's Tea Party. I rolled around in bed being sick. Love that. Love that for your cat. Hello, Bree. Harder to clear cut, less profitable. Clear cut? Like, what do you mean by clear cut? Tabby's Tavern, a story of the most simple life in and out of the tavern. I like that. Tabby's Tavern. I like that a lot, actually. Maybe like something melodramatic happens in the tavern. Whoa. It would be so funny if I release a book before I release normal VTuber merch. It would be really funny. Tabby's Tavern. What would go wrong in Tabby's Tavern? They run out of beer? You can't really talk about alcohol in a children's book, can you? Maybe we just serve grape juice. We run out of grape juice. Oh, we run out of air fried worms. Old budget gamer. Hello, trust your heart, Tabby. My heart says I should probably eat my freeze-dried Brussels sprouts because they're really good. I want to recommend it to you guys. My heart says it's gonna be... My heart says I might not finish it. That's what it's saying. But if I make it something super low effort, like just kind of the same quality as my thumbnails, I feel like I could do it. Freeze-dried. Is it... what brand is it? Ooh, these. Woodridge snacks. These are so good. Oh my god. I'm not sure if this is the flavor, but these are really good. My heart says maybe I should give it a go. What's your favorite fairy tale? You could make it with animals and change the message a bit. My favorite fairy tale probably has animals already. What's a fairy tale? What counts as a fairy tale? Like, general children's story? Ooh, I like The Princess and the Pea. Why do I like it? I don't know. It made me crave peas when I was little. I think that's why I liked it. Do you guys know the Princess and the Pea? The Princess and the Pea. There's poison in children's book. What? What's that one where the girl steals the best soup? Oh, Goldilocks. Goldilocks. I didn't like Goldilocks. I thought the girl was super bratty. I don't want to be Goldilocks. I don't want to be Tabbylocks. Start a blog. Blogs are making a comeback. So, what would the Tavern crisis be, guys? Maybe grape juice. I don't... Maybe it's kind of inappropriate. Tavern. We run out of eggs? What can we run out of? Maybe we run out of rooms? For the guests. But then I would have to draw a crowd scene. Maybe no one's coming to the tavern. I don't know, maybe this is too close to reality. Like I'll have hypes on, have a butler mole or something type up an article and then the article brings people in. I don't know if that makes a fun children's story. It's a cool story though. This is... What do you think of Wizard of Oz? I have never watched it. Just take your time with this. But I don't think I should take my time with it. That's the thing, if I take my time, I won't finish it. I just want to finish one and then be like, oh, I know the drill, and then I can do my serious story, which is... I had a serious story in my head. And it's about a mouse or something, some sort of animal character, making maybe a raspberry pie. And then a lot of things go wrong. And then she's like, oh, this sucks. Oh, this is missing, that's missing. And when it comes time to share the pie with her friends, she whips out a long list of things she's sorry about, and then starts reading the list, and then one of her friends is like, starts crying or something because they just want to eat the pie and enjoy the pie. And it's a story about how you should not live your life feeling sorry for existing. You know, there are people, like I used to be one of those people who would apologize for everything. Like, sorry, I replied 10 minutes late. Sorry, I took 10 minutes to reply to you. Sorry, I stepped on your tissue that's on the ground. And sometimes I run into people like that who just apologize a lot, and I feel like I want them to feel like not everything they do is a mistake. Do not feel sorry for theft. Of course, there's certain things you have to be like. There are times where you should apologize, but it's not all the time, because you're gonna make yourself feel devalued. Feel like those people do not value themselves enough. They're like, sorry for taking up space. I will try to include the message of there are times where you should apologize. Maybe the character who starts crying because he just wants to eat the pie, maybe the character will be like, but you should apologize for making me wait. Oh, you should apologize for letting the pie go cold. I think that would be a nice ending. Illustrated nursery rhymes. Oh. The mole who yelled Tabby. I kind of have some sort of visualization for this. Very nice. The thumbnail's crazy, yeah. I keep outdoing myself. I don't know what to do next. If you have a specific message in mind, you can always work your way outwards from there as well. Yeah, that was my attempt in having a message. Do you guys like stories with a message? Like, it's very clearly trying to teach you something. Sorry, something popped up from my OS. I think it's good, but you have to make it really subtle. Like, you can't make it feel like a lecture. You have to make it fun. And they don't even know that there's an idea being instilled. You can depends on the message. What if the message is never watch vtubers. Carrot juice because it's a root veggie. That's pretty good. Carrot juice. No carrot juice. What would juice come in? A bottle? Like, I want it to have an old-timey feel, so I don't want cartons. That's very modern. Or maybe just... oh, I don't know. It's a bottle with a carrot. That's what it'll be. I'm hiding behind a roll of hay. I don't remember. I know haystacks, but I don't remember what the rolls are called. I think there's a name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Wait, but the mole should be shouting in a different direction. It's fine. Bale, is it bale? It's not ale. Yeah, that's the one. Smart goose. It's good to have a message, but sometimes it goes right over my head. Same. It's better having a message. Oh, good to know. Because some of Beatrix Potter's stories, they feel like maybe there is a message, like telling children to be less naughty. For example, Peter Rabbit. Like, don't go out into, or like listen to your mother when she says the place is dangerous. Do you guys wanna read a little bit of Beatrix Potter with me? I have it open. I have it ready. Just as an example. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can read Peter Rabbit then. Have you guys read it? DIY homeschooler. I have... oh, spoilers! Should we go for Benjamin Bunny? I think I've already read this. No, I haven't. This is a different one. We can do Peter Rabbit. That's the most famous one. Uh-oh. Oh. I need to go to the PDF. Hey! And then go to a 2-page view. What the hell is this? Wait, that's not what it looks like. That's not what it looks like. Oh, okay. I found one. But then it's not in the book format. Okay, Benjamin Bunny or Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit is gonna be this format. And then Benjamin Bunny will be more like a book. And I haven't read it yet. Well, this is kind of wonky, so I think I'll go for Benjamin Bunny. Because I have it formatted perfectly. Okay, let me drink. Hydrate. Google Books. Okay, put my pen down. Get cozy, guys. Lucky you if you're in bed. The Tale of Benjamin Bunny by Beatrix Potter. Gorgeous, gorgeous. For the Children of Sorry. From Old Mr. Bunny. So cute. Okay. One morning, a little rabbit sat on a bank. He pricked his ears and listened to the trit-trot of a pony. A gig was coming along the road. It was driven by Mr. McGregor, and beside him sat Mrs. McGregor in her best bonnet. Lovely. As soon as they had passed, little Benjamin Bunny slid down into the road and set off with a hop, skip, and a jump to call upon his relations who lived in the woods at the back of Mr. McGregor's garden. That wood was full of rabbit holes, and in the neatest, sandiest hole of all lived Benjamin's aunt and his cousins, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. Old Mrs. Rabbit was a widow. He earned her living by knitting rabbit wool mittens and muffetees. I once bought a pair at a bazaar. She also sold herbs and rosemary tea and rabbit tobacco, which is what we call lavender. Little Benjamin did not very much want to see his aunt. He came round the back of the fir tree and nearly tumbled upon the top of his cousin, Peter. Peter was sitting by himself. He looked poorly, and was dressed in a red cotton pocket handkerchief. "Peter," said the little Benjamin in a whisper, "who has got your clothes?" "Naked," Peter replied. "The scarecrow in Mr. McGregor's garden," and described how he had been chased about the garden and had dropped his shoes and coat. Little Benjamin sat down beside his cousin and assured him that Mr. McGregor had gone out in a gig, and Mrs. McGregor also, and certainly for the day, because she was wearing her best bonnet. This is a sequel. Peter said he hoped that it would rain. At this point, old Mrs. Rabbit's voice was heard inside the rabbit hole calling, "Cottontail, Cottontail, fetch some more chamomile." Peter said he thought he might feel better if he went for a walk. Oh. They went away hand in hand and got upon the flat top of the wall at the bottom of the wood. From here they looked down into Mr. McGregor's garden. Peter's coat and shoes were plainly to be seen upon the scarecrow, topped with an old tam-o'-shanter of Mr. McGregor's. What's a tam-o'-shanter? Little Benjamin said, "It spoils people's clothes to squeeze under a gate. The proper way to get in is to climb down a pear tree." Peter fell down head first, but it was of no consequence, as the bed below was newly raked and quite soft. It had been sown with lettuces. They left a great many odd little footmarks all over the bed, especially little Benjamin, who was wearing clogs. Oh, I didn't notice that. Little Benjamin said that the first thing to be done was to get back Peter's clothes, in order that they might be able to use the pocket handkerchief. They took them off the scarecrow. There had been rain during the night. There was water in the shoes and the coat was somewhat shrunk. Benjamin tried on the tam o' shanter, but it was too big for him. Oh, a bobble hat. Then he suggested that they should fill the pocket handkerchief with onions as a little present for his aunt. Peter did not seem to be enjoying himself. He kept hearing noises. Benjamin, on the contrary, was perfectly at home and ate a lettuce leaf. He said that he was in the habit of coming to the garden with his father to get lettuces for their Sunday dinner. The name of little Benjamin's papa was Old Mr. Benjamin Bunny. The lettuces certainly were very fine. Peter did not eat anything. He said he should like to go home. Presently, he dropped half the onions. Those are small onions. I love this. Little Benjamin said that it was not possible to get back up the pear tree with a load of vegetables. He led the way boldly towards the other end of the garden. They went along a little walk on plank, under a sunny red brick wall. The mice sat on the doorsteps, cracking cherry stones. They winked at Peter Rabbit and little Benjamin Bunny. Cherry stones? There's edible stuff inside cherry stone? Presently, Peter let the pocket handkerchief go again. Uh-oh! They got amongst flower pots and frames and tubes. Wait, tubs. Peter heard noises worse than ever. His eyes were as big as lollipops. He was a step or two in front of his cousin when he suddenly stopped. This is what those little rabbits saw round the corner. Little Benjamin took one look and then, in half a minute less than no time, he hid himself and Peter and the onions under a large basket. Neko. The cat got up and stretched herself and came and sniffed at the basket. Perhaps she liked the smell of onions. I think not. Anyway, she sat down upon the top of the basket. She sat there for 5 hours. I cannot draw you a picture of Peter and Benjamin underneath the basket because it was quite dark and because the smell of onions was fearful. It made Peter Rabbit and little Benjamin cry. The sun got round behind the wood and it was quite late in the afternoon, but still the cat sat upon the basket. Free them! Wow, handsome. At length there was a pitter-patter, and some bits of mortar fell from the wall above. The cat looked up and saw Old Mr. Benjamin Bunny prancing along the top of the wall of the upper terrace. He was smoking a pipe of rabbit tobacco and had a little switch in his hand. He was looking for his son. Dashing. Old Mr. Bunny had no opinion whatever of cats. He took a tremendous jump off the top of the wall onto the top of the cat, and cuffed it off the basket and kicked it into the greenhouse. scratching off a handful of fur. The cat was too much surprised to scratch back. Damn! Old Mr. Bunny, don't fuck around. Sorry, PG. When old Mr. Bunny had driven the cat into the greenhouse, he locked the door. Then he came back to the basket and took out his son, Benjamin, by the ears and whipped him with the little switch. Then he took out his nephew, Peter. Wow, love a little sprinkling of corporal punishment in my children's book. Ah, yes. Wait, what do they mean by took out? Like, fucking headbutted him. Then he took out the handkerchief of onions and marched out of the garden. Smug motherfucker. Look at... Oh my god. Trauma. We're witnessing a trauma. A core memory of trauma. Peak fiction. Oh no. Mine is never gonna be as spicy as this one. Mine's gonna be too woke. When Mr. McGregor returned about half an hour later, he observed several things which perplexed him. It looked as though some person had been walking all over the garden in a pair of clogs. Only the footmarks were too ridiculously little. Also, he could not understand how the cat could have managed to shut herself inside the greenhouse, locking the door upon the outside. Ooh, spooky. When Peter got home, his mother forgave him because she was so glad to see that he had found his shoes and coat. Cottontail and Peter folded up the pocket handkerchief, and old Mrs. Rabbit strung up the onions and hung them from the kitchen ceiling, with the bunches of herbs and the rabbit tobacco. The end. Whee! Who is this? Patch. I have to go back to this panel. In shambles. Makes you nostalgic. Peak fiction. I mean, you gotta have some low lights to make the highlights memorable. What were the highlights anyway? They were all so sad the whole way through, except the very end. Maybe that's part of the old time charm. Like, it doesn't have to be happy. What do you guys think of the story? I think I learned that a good story needs struggle. Which it has. I do have a lot of struggle in my story. Because the mouse is making a pie, but it's all going wrong. It was good. Give me something more to work with. Ooh, which character do you like? I'm gonna go back and edit this into Tabby Reads edit. I mean, I would like that. I would like this. I love doing this. That was really relaxing. Conflict is what drives things forward. Okay. Conflict. Take notes. I really want to read a modern day children's book, like something random off Amazon, to compare the tone and everything. I know there's a lot of like woke children's books. I personally feel like I don't like it when it's too front and center. I like it when it's blended into an actual engaging story. Cornflakes. Have cornflakes in your story. The older stories feel so much better. Yeah. Does that mean you've read the new ones? Some new stories? This is Peter Rabbit, which is the prequel to what we just read. It's kind of off-centered for me to read right now. Let's do a doodle break. The big rabbit that jumps cat is based. Old Mr. Rabbit, old Mr. Bunny is the goat of the story. He may abuse his children, but he keeps them safe. I like the reading, it was cozy. I'll do it again. I'll do it again for sure. Maybe I don't know if I can make a whole stream out of it because my voice will be suffering. A version where the cat wins, yo, that would be a bloody mess. Yeah, they smoke lavender. Yeah, I feel like old stories are good because they're kind of inappropriate. And like the adults get a kick from it too. Tobacco in my children's book, like in today's world, it would be like a vaping rabbit. The mole who yelled Tabby. I don't know. Maybe we can play with the Tabby's tea party. Idea? Maybe it can be about how I'm friendless. What can the story be? I mean, the moral of the story be for a Tabby story? Are there any messages you guys want to send to the world? I can do it. I can do it for you guys. Anything on you guys' minds? You're like, I wish I could tell people this. They would be so much happier if they knew this. Friendship is the best ship. So So it would be like an animal ditches her friends for her boyfriend or something. But then I don't know if I want romance. Kind of doesn't fit the vibe. Invest your money early. Oh, that's a good one. And maybe a piggy bank kind of story. Those were popular back then. Kind of weird coming from me though. I'm not really good at that. Never stop gambling. Okay. You stand in the hallway. Stand in the corridor. I'm expelling you. Buy gold, yo, guys. I don't know if this is wholesome advice. It might be sound advice. I feel like we could work with the invest money early. Maybe like a mole? A mole? Oh, maybe it can be about a mole making a compost bin. And then all the other moles, you know, compost bin with worms? All the other moles are like, you fucking crazy, there are free moles everywhere. Why would you spend so much, put so much effort into building a box and everything, and then it's like, this mole at the end is gonna be like, haha, I have financial freedom in the currency of worms. Maybe how do worms reproduce? Hold on, how do worms reproduce? Compost worm. Do they turn into bugs? Life cycle. Okay, so they turn into cocoons. I could have sworn they turn into bugs at one stage. 'Cause I looked into making a compost bin before. And they have to have different tiers. Compost bin. Worms stay worms? They do cocoon, don't they? There was something that turned into beetles. Beetles! What are the beetles? Depends on the worm. Compost bin. How to make. Let me just look this up real quick, so we can make sense of the story. Oh my god. There's a buff woman with her boobies out in the ad. That is not the vibe. Okay, you put the hay. Okay, you stir. Okay. Worms. And then, you know, you get the compost, but not only that, you get the worm piss, which has a special name. which I forgot. Okay. Oh, I guess they just stay worms, huh? Okay, so let's say they stay worms, but do they don't cocoon? Do compost, hold on. Compost worms cocoon. Yes, they do. They do produce cocoons. Hello, Hotta. Hey, yo! I'm thinking maybe I will start working on a children's book. They do cocoon. Let's say they do cocoon. Then, okay, the worm will be like... I mean, the mole will make a compost bin. Compost bin. And then... I need more room. Message. Invest early. And then the friend was like so skeptical. Okay, and then one day mole looks in box and then the worms have turned into cocoons. I don't know if drawings of worms will be appealing to mothers or fathers, but that's what's going on right now. Oh no! All my worms, all my investments have spoiled. And then the friend mole is like, haha! Haha! You big dum-dum should have eaten the worms. Oh, liar, hello, hello, hello. Apple. If you wanted to draw food, I think a party in the forest with animals bringing dishes would be cute. Yeah. That's like peak me. That's like my aesthetic through and through. So mole is sad. Investment mole is sad. What's the intervention? But he's like, never give up. I don't know if writing about worm piss would be good as a children's book. Okay, so he just is sad and then forgets about it. He's just living his mole life. And then the box is just sitting there. Okay, on second thought, maybe this is not very appealing. But let's commit and finish this. And then one day, like, oh my god! Or maybe he leaves it outside. And then one day his friend is like, I found treasure! There's worms coming out. You know how people are... You know people who are afraid of insects? Any of you guys here? Do worms freak you out too? And then they all eat the worms. Okay, no arrow, but they eat the worms. With his friends. Like a bowl of spaghetti, they can have worm spaghetti. Oh, this is not it. I don't particularly want to draw a pile of worms. I think it's a good message. I went for the wrong subjects. Subject matter. I prefer bugs with not too many legs. No special issues with worms. I see. What is it about legs? Flyer, any story ideas? Yeah, any children's story ideas? If I had to make a children's story, I would make it about a mole who wants to fly and has to go through the grueling aviation exam. That sounds fun. Exam. Oh, a mole who wants to fly. You think such mole would exist? You know, that used to be one of my things. My things. Or like one of the things I was conceptualizing, like, cause I can draw my own backgrounds, right? I was thinking I will start with a background underground, like the Tavern I drew before. Start underground. And then I go higher each time I change my background. Maybe that's why right now I'm pretty high up. Okay, overlooking the city. And then eventually, for my graduation stream, sorry for saying the G word, it's just a joke. I will be in space. Oh my god, a space station background would be so cool though. Final season of Tubations. And then it's like a massive window. And then there's Earth. I want this. And then I'm just floating. I'll have a rig where I'm just floating. There are not enough astronaut VTubers. I feel like I'm surprised there are not many astronaut VTubers. It's a pretty cool concept, no? Never say the H word. What, hiatus? I said it. Oh, speaking of hiatus, I'll be on break because I'm going away. Tabby is going away to a faraway land. Not really. Just a summer trip. Trip on the street. This is looking like an umbilical cord. Because I have no spacesuit. I have no astronaut suit. Wait, what's it called? What suit? Spacesuit? I can't remember. Man, I want to go to space. Don't you guys want to go to space? The more movie bits, the freakier it looks. I see. So centipedes are the worst. Among some of the worst. Oh, most are legally blind so they can't be pilots. Maybe it'll be about a mole trying to become a pilot, realizing he doesn't have the chops for it, and it's okay. And he ends up doing something related to planes instead. I don't know how a blind mole could be helpful in the aviation industry. Maybe he can feel the vibrations with his nose and then do something with it. How could a blind mole be helpful at an airport or something? Season 2 happens and Tabby takes over the world. You know what? Taking over the world is too vanilla now. We have to think of something else. Something specific. Everyone wants to take over the world. We have to be special. Or we just work on our network. Abby is going on a trip on her favorite rocket ship. You have a favorite rocket ship? Oh, but I will be back by Thursday for the collab. Oh, speaking of collabs, guys, collab tomorrow. I will be collabing with collabing. Kuma! I will get a picture of Kuma. 那只白馬 Kuma is a very cool singer. She is mostly catering towards the Japanese VTuber scene, so it will be really interesting to chat about that. So if you guys have questions, it can be anything, any random question, like would you rather eat spaghetti or get punched in the face? If you have any questions, put them in the AMA channel of Discord. In Discord. It is under submissions. I will maybe make an announcement later. as well. Yeah. I think I was going to do a drawing game, but I think it might end up being mostly Zatu, so you guys feeling chatty? There's anything on your mind you want our opinion of? Like Japanese VTuber scene versus English VTuber scene? That's what I'm thinking for myself. Like, I want to ask her about that. Ikemen bear, yeah. yeah. Try not to simp challenge. Would you rather have $1 or $2? I am a greedy mole, so I'll go for $2. Thank you very much. Take the dollar or double it and give it to the next one. I'd be like, I'll take the dollar, thanks. Okay, what were we doing? Sending a message. Oh, okay, maybe... So we're starting with Tabby's tea party. Because we can draw lots of colorful food and it'll be cute as fuck. But what is the message? We have the vision, but we do not have a message. Any thoughts? Tabby one gift sub or double it and pass it to the next person. Double it. Keep doubling it. Lab. No elbows on the kitchen table. Huh? Or you'll flip the whole table and then everyone's foods will go on the ground. I don't want that. I want it to end with happy eating. Ending. Happy ending. Or like neutral. And the Benjamin bunny. Happy-ish. Or neutral. Like, that happened. I like that kind of neutral ending. That happened. Let's move on with our lives. Message is only together we can make a great feast. Oh, okay. Only together. Together. We make a great feast. Maybe it can harken back to the Goldilocks thing of something being just right. Like, oh, this pie without something savory is a little too sweet. And then the next person comes along and brings a rotisserie chicken. Ooh, that's kind of morbid, because that's... The chickens might be friends. Next person brings a stew. And it's like, oh. But everything's too heavy. And then the next character brings a salad. And then it's like, oh, it's all coming together. And then but they're like, oh, but my stove is a bit dry. And then the next person brings a sparkling drink. It was us and moles. Me and moles, I mean. Tabby makes... What does Tabby make? Tabby makes a pie. What's my... Maybe a cake. Cakes are really sweet. I used to be more of a cake person, but now I am definitely more of a pastry person. Tabby makes pie. Did I say pie? No, cake. Cake. Tabby brings cake. We try it. But then I'm like, it's a little bit too sweet for my Asian taste buds. Maybe I never intended it to be a tea party. Too sweet. Too sweet. But I feel like there's no element of surprise. Maybe Mr. McGregor stumbles into the forest feast and wait, who invited the Mr. McGregor? That's from a different universe. Stumbles into the forest feast and confirms his suspicions he's losing his mind after he saw his clothes stranded around and his cat locked up. Yeah, maybe he needs to stop drinking and stop watching VTubers. Mr. McGregor, it's time to have a digital detox. I don't know, something is missing. There's not enough struggle. It's like, ooh, yay. Another person, another mole brings the thing I need. It's not it. So, what can go wrong? I've become large after taking one lick of the cake. Bring a stew. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Every time I say this. Bring stew. Everyone is good at something, so if you all do a little something, it can become something amazing. I like the messaging. Just the delivery, I'm not sure about. Maybe, like when I make my way to the... Okay, maybe we need to establish the strength of each character. Like, what are some common weaknesses and strengths? So maybe I'm clumsy and then I drop shit. Tabby will drop shit. Maybe one will be late, but then it turns out to be a good thing because they come after me and then they see all the things I've dropped and then they pick it up. Mole, maybe mole 3. It has to be the very end. Mole 3 has to be is late. Mole 1. What are some common flaws people can be insecure about? Dropping shit, okay. Very funny, nuts. Kids book, what do kids even like these days? Put in some Gen Alpha lingo, they'll love it. Yeah, skibbity riz. Why live anymore when skibbity riz? Mole 3 is procrastinator, that could be. That could... Maybe 1 can be anal. One of them is anal. And then... Why? Anal means they've got a stick up their ass, not like actual anal, guys. You should know this. Mole 2 can't cook. Is that a common trait that people are insecure about? Can't cook. I think there needs to be something on top of can't cook. Okay, let's... Maybe it's more like personality types. So Tabby can be clumsy. I'm not really that clumsy, to be honest. But I think it'll help the story if I drop shit. Social anxiety? Can't cook. Social anxiety. So procrastinate. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like this combo. Dude can't cook for the tea party. Yeah, what's bro gonna do in the story? Are we sure this is a kid's book? Yes. You guys don't know the term anal? As a personality type? Anal retentativeness, it derives from. Refers to a personality type characterized by traits like meticulousness, orderliness, stubbornness, and the need for control. Okay, so one's bossy. This one is bossy. Maybe the mole can't cook, but then this mole brings an instrument for the vibes. And it's fine because the anal one over prepares. So there's too much food. And then when only Tabby and Mole 1 have arrived, we're stressing like, oh my god, there's so much food, we'll never finish. Yeah? And then we're like waiting for Mole 2, like hoping they don't bring anything big. And Mole 2 shows up with a big ol' bundle on his back, and we're sweating like, oh no, he's brought a mini feast of his own. But then Mole 2 unwraps it and turns out it's I don't know, a fucking ukulele or some shit. And then we're like, ah, phew, perfect. And then we start to set up the tea party, and then we realized, clumsy old me, oh silly old me, so clumsy, and dropped all the utensils and teacups and stuff. And then Mole 3 shows up and it's like, found some teacups on the way. Okay, let me illustrate dropping shit. This is me dropping shit. I think that's a well-rounded general storyline. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yeah. But we love it, except we love it. We dropping shit. And then this one is like brings too much. Was it overcompensate? I don't know what it's called. Brings a whole ass feast. And Mole 2 with the instrument. And then the last one will be like, what would the last one bring? Or maybe he wouldn't bring anything, he would just pick things. He would show up and be like, sorry, I procrastinated too long. But I found these cups on the way here. Make it a hurdy-gurdy. I will not be looking that up. Dinky Mole? Dundere Mole! How's that gonna work? We're not trying to corrupt the minds of the children of the next generation. I mean, we're already halfway there with the Coco Melon. Did I tell you guys about Coco Melon? Like why it's bad? I don't remember. But yeah, it's bad because it's too bright. The colors are too bright. And the babies, their brains cannot comprehend a 3D rendered object on a flat surface. So that's why they get moody when they watch Coco Melon. The colors are too bright, and then the songwriting is ass tits. The songwriting, it uses, you know, those 4 chords. The 4 chords of pop music. Not saying that all pop music is bad, but it's like chicken nuggets for your brain. Chicken nuggets for your ears. You've never seen the hurdy-gurdy? What is that? Oh, it's an instrument? Are you sure? I can Google this? Are you sure? I need another mole's approval to look this up. Make sure it's not something cursed. Hello, Junko-san! Yeah, the thumbnail. That's the content. Do you guys know what the thumbnail is from? Like the original version? I gotta show you guys because I don't want to take credit. Yeah, you know. I don't know if I should feel offended. Well, you reap what you sow. You reap the nuts you sow. So this is the original meme. I like how that's perfectly placed over the Tabby body. Ruby-chan has extra arms. You actually can Google it this time. Alright, let's go. Red being wholesome? Let's fucking go. What is it? Hurdy-gurdy? It sounds like something you would wear between your legs. That's why I wasn't sure. Hey! How do you play this? What the hell? It looks like it spins. I show you guys. How does it work? Okay, so tabs you press down to make chords, I assume. And then it does spin. It has a little crank thing. I'm doing the illustration for a kid's book too right now. No way! That is way cool. I didn't know you were a children's book illustrator. It's about trains and the main character is a doggy. I love that. I would love to see it when it's done, but I don't know if you're comfortable showing. See, I've cleared my name for now, for the next 10 minutes until you say something cursed and completely ruin it again. I bet they can't rotate an apple in their mind. Okay. Yeah, it'll take more red. Like an accordion guitar. Accordion? How does... Accordion, is it the thing that you pull and stretch? That looks nothing like an accordion. To be frank. Hi moles, I'm Frank. Of course, haha, I'm not a professional, just a big commission. Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go. What was I doing? How do you guys feel about this mixture of personality types? We have the clumsy ditzy one. I really don't want to be that, but I think it will help the story. And the bossy one, and then the quote-unquote, the off-topic one. Could use some good traits. Okay, good trait is organized. Me is I have initiative. Like without me, none of this would have happened. Can't cook, instrument, vibes. Some people just have the vibe, like they light up the room or whatever. Oh, speaking of light, how do you guys feel about red light therapy? I want to hear everyone's opinion on red light therapy. And the procrastinator. Maybe caring because he picked up the stuff. Maybe not as strong. Need something stronger for the procrastinator. Usually procrastinators are quote-unquote perfectionists. So when they put their mind to do something, they excel. But then they also burn out real quick. No, not the district! Therapy, not that kind of therapy. No, no, no. Red light therapy is like... I'm losing my trail of thought because I'm thinking about the other kind of therapy. You get light bulbs that emit this certain wavelength of light, and it's supposed to help with healing. So people use it for muscle recovery, anti-aging, mood, enhancement. Is red. What else do they use it for? I don't know. Mostly mood and pain, chronic pain, stuff like that. Tabby knows how to have a good... Yeah. Yeah. Tabby knows how to have a good time. Just take me to a far place and I'll have a good time. Is my current favorite food. With Chinese breadsticks. Pho with I can't say it. Pho with Chinese breadsticks. I love pho. I'll take you there to get pho. You guys can make pho, can't you? How do you say it? It's so good. It's like something you can eat every day. It's tasty, flavorful, but it's not heavy at all. It's so light. You don't know what that is? Yeah, it's a special wavelength of light. It's red. That is supposed to help with healing. Because an influencer, a YouTuber, promoted it, and I just got curious because I always thought it was bullshit, snake oil, you know? But then when I looked into it, some actual dermatologists and actual doctors were saying it's a legit thing, and I started thinking, oh, should I try it? I was just wondering if anyone has tried it or know anyone who's tried it. or who have personally tried it. So I know if it's worth the money. And I'm just gonna get a cheap little thing to try. Oh, Farley! Hello, hello! Welcome home! Hope you had a good day. We're not talking about the red light district. We're talking about the red light therapy. Whether or not it's legit. Hello, Dread! Kids' books gotta have a happy ending. Or neutral. I think the ending at the end, we're just gonna... Okay, I gotta end soon. I think for the ending, we just eat, right? Yeah. Everything is fine and we eat. And it'll be like, even though it was a bit stressful, it turned out to be a perfect tea party. And then we'll have one of them playing ukulele. Like, maybe like nothing went according to plan, but it turned out to be a good time. Because of the power of friendship. I don't know, I need to polish this some more. Okay, any ending doodle requests, guys? Friendship is magic. I don't know why, but that sounds kind of sarcastic. I'm working 2 shifts as a tutor at the college, so my days have gotten a lot more busy. That is so cool though. I love that for you. Are you tutoring specific subjects or are you helping with everything? Happy with some big books? No, little books. I want it to be small. Which will be the protagonist? Of course, me. Obviously me. It is Tabby's tea party after all. Actually, maybe it would be cute to follow a mole, because it's an animal, right? Do I want to draw myself? Because I'm not an animal. I'm only half animal. Friendship. MLP, what? On red light therapy, check the specific wavelengths it uses and what those wavelengths are supposed to affect. I have a red light pad I use for pain and it helps a bit, is for muscles. Yeah, I have pain in my right wrist. Probably from drawing, and also my right knee is constant. Oh, not constant, but when I use the elliptical, my right knee starts hurting. If I apply force on my right knee, I guess. But when I'm walking, it's mostly fine. be sure to do stretches. I don't think it stretches. Because it's only on my one knee. And I think I've had a problem with that knee for a long time. I remember injuring it when I was in Hong Kong. I was exercising too much. I think I may have injured it, and it's an old injury. But yeah, don't diet too hard and over exercise, because if you don't eat, if you stop eating oil and fats and then you go run, your knees are gonna get fucked up. That's probably what happened to me. Fats are good. And tasty. But any ending doodles? Tabby writing a storybook? Is that the doodle request? Me at my studio, children's book studio. Probably with 3 layers of bags under my eyes. This is my drawing board. With my little lamp. My little red light lamp. A little red light lamp. Me as a famous children's book author. And then it's just... Hey, thanks for listening to stream today. I want to do more children's book reading in the future. Do you think I can make a whole stream out of it? I feel like that might be too much. But maybe we can have it as a break. Like a break from drawing. Since I'm always drawing. Okay. Thanks, guys. Tomorrow, make sure to tune in to the collabo. It's super special because it's my first time collabing with a VTuber from the Japanese scene. So yeah, you don't want to miss it. Thank you, guys! I had fun, and I didn't even talk about my weekend. I went to flea market, and then I went to a mattress shop. And laid on a bunch of beds. Okay, I'll save the story. I'll save the stories for Thursday because let's have our monthly grip draw series. I'm kickstarting it again. Monthly grip draw on Thursday. Yay! Okay. Bye! Oh, look for raid. Almost forgot how to stream. Molar raid. Oops. Not in the incognito tab. Wait, why is it not? Okay. YouTube? Tabby-chan, pero. 舌がない。けど、 I am pero-peroing in my heart. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm being licked. Yamete kudasai. I feel like we haven't been to Kokone in a while. Let's go to Kokone. Okay, be good. And Tabby. Ow.